Is it audible? Is it audible? Anyone can respond, please.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, shall we start the class?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 people joined. Okay. Last time, I think very less people they attended my class. And last class we discussed about the library acts and public library systems in international wide and national wide we discussed. But today our class is what it is library movement and legislation in Andhra Pradesh. Another one is Library Association of the India and World.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, just I want to know how many people visited public library. Just you unmute and tell me, and again you mute yourself. Mr. Pavan, I think. Have you visited public library?
No, no, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Anyone? Yeah, good
Digital
afternoon.
library, sir. I have chosen digital library, sir.
Okay. Even though, whether you have visited any public library in near places or street center
Sir, your
library.
voice is low, sir.
My voice is very low.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it is okay.
No, sir.
Still is like that only. What about now?
Same.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I'll switch off. I'll put up. Now it is okay. Hello. Now the voice is okay.
It's low, sir.
Still low.
Yes, sir.
Now you'll get the same tempo. The voice is very low.
Not bad, sir.
Okay, sir. Clear. Please carry on. Is it okay? Not bad.
Okay, sir. Continue, sir. Continue, sir. Continue.
Okay. Okay. Have you visited, even though you chosen digital library, have you visited any public library near places? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is there, sir, in my house?
I'm not telling about your home. I'm telling about the public libraries which are located your near places or near villages or state central library or city central library or district library. Anyone visited?
I am visited Afzalganj library, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Have you observed that what is the collection and what type of collection is there and uh, who are going to use the library resources? Just,
Yes, sir.
you don't tell formality, you tell whatever you know, just use something producers. ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు నీకు ఎలా తెలిస్తే అలా చెప్పు యూ డోంట్ వరీ అబౌట్ ది ఇంగ్లీష్ అండ్ grammatical and all those things. You tell me. See, have you visited the state central library? You said visited, sir. You tell me what type of user you are observed and what type of collection is there. ఎవరైనా చెప్పొచ్చు ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు.
Sir, Chikadpalli library.
Okay. మీరు వెళ్ళారు కదా, వాట్ యు అబ్జర్వ్ దేర్, ఏం చూసారు అక్కడ?
Number of people, students are there in library, sir.
Okay, what they are preparing?
Preparation for exam, computation, books.
Okay, did you observe about the collection?
Sir,
పుస్తకాలు ఏమేమి అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారా?
చేసినాం సార్. ఆల్మోస్ట్ అన్ని చిల్డ్రన్ సెక్షన్ అదిలాగా, స్టూడెంట్స్ పేపర్ ప్రిపరేషన్ అలాగా.
Okay, what about Mr. Pawan?
Different books are there, sir. Novels, competition
Okay.
books.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Pawan, have you visited any place of library?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which one?
Afzalganj Central Library, sir.
Have you observed there anything?
Yes, sir.
Which one? What type of collection you may get?
All types of observers.
See, again I am telling already. Raju sir also told to you, because this lesson is not only particular for public library elective. It will help out to the all the students, those who are appearing for the
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
competitive examination, and simultaneously minimum knowledge you have to know where
Yes,
our
sir.
public libraries are located, what is the history of public libraries, and who were established, and simultaneously what is the intention of the established public libraries. So today our class is library movement in Andhra Pradesh, especially. Uh, we can say that now we are telling about the libraries, and before invention of the libraries, where the information is be accessed, that from the Vedic period to till date, there is some types of some steps are there. We consider first one, when before going to print publication or print or whatever it may be, we were get the information from the target leaves and rags and like that. And afterwards, the invention of the printing, we access the information from the prints. Later, now the situation is changed. Now we are telling about the information we are accessed from the CDs, DVDs, and we are telling about the the libraries which are automated, digital libraries and virtual libraries. And come to the library movement in Andhra Pradesh. Paravastu family, we can say that in Paravastu family, they started the public libraries. See here, before going to say that public library, they started the
సార్ మీ
library
వాయిస్
in their
క్లియర్ గా లేదు
homes.
సార్, మధ్యలో డిస్టర్బెన్స్ లా ఉంటుంది, కొంచెం స్లోగా వస్తుంది, క్లారిటీగా అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
Just a minute. Now it is okay. My voice is okay. My voice is okay. My voice is okay.
ఓకే సార్, లిటిల్ బిట్
Okay, sir. Little bit better.
Uh-huh. My voice is okay.
నా ఓకే సార్.
Now okay.
Now okay, sir.
Yeah. And before going to say that about the public libraries, the library system before entering to the public means the earlier the scholars that we can say that the academician, the renowned person, they establish the libraries their own homes. And come to the in Andhra Pradesh, Paravastu family, they started the library in their own house. And come to the Telangana, we can say that Vanaparthi Raja. Anybody belongs to the Vanaparthi?
No, sir.
Okay, Raja Rameshwar Rao. Raja Rameshwar Rao. That we can say that he is the Dora. We can say that Raja. He belongs to the Vanaparthi. He know very well 8 languages. He started in the year of 1821 to 67. Around at that time he established the library. One is Paravastu family, another one is Raja Rameshwar Rao. I'm getting some voice. I don't know. Okay. Establish the libraries for their purpose, their own purpose they established. Later, come to the 1839, Thomas, judicial officer, James Thomas, he started the library for her wife, especially for the letters from the Madras in 1846. The same thing, we have to know that at the year of 1830s, they established the libraries. One is Paravastu family, another one is Raja Rameshwar Rao. Come to the even the Britishers also, they started the library. Julie started the library. He opened the library up to 6 o'clock. Anyone can come, anyone can access the resources. And here I want to tell you one thing. The great thing is, every time you're going to visit that particular library, at least 100 people are waiting for the seat. At that time, 1830s time. That means it shows the importance of the library. And another one is, they are going to learn, they are going to know the resources which is belongs to the English, Telugu are very less, and Sanskrit and Hindi at that time, in the year of 1830s. Come to the growth of public libraries. Here, I want to tell you Shankara Aradhya Library in 1887. He established the library at Secunderabad. And come to the State Central Library, 1886, Asafia State Central Library. Before going to say that, there is a history. What is that? Abdul Qayyum and Sir Hosseini Bilgrami, they both were worked in the Nizam's government, in the Department of the Education. They started the library for academicians, for the scholars who belongs to the Nizam government. Later, this particular library is open for the all, and also the name was also changed as a Asafia State Central Library. Okay, come to the favorable factors. What are the favorable factors? If libraries were established, what is the use? To whom they are going to utilize? See, at that time, what we are expecting, library for the accessing the resources, accessing the information. There is no particular creed, caste, community. Anyone can go, anyone can access the information. But in Andhra Pradesh, it's not like that. The library movement is entirely different. What is that? The library's establishment is quite different with the other states also. See, here the library's establishment for the promoting the education. I think how many people they know, or I don't know, in the year of 1901 or 1910 or 1920, the percentage of the literacy is 4% in the Nizam government. Even though they were established wonderful libraries in Telangana. The same thing, our literacy rate is bit low compared with the Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, they are high, even though they established the libraries. But who are going to use, who are going to read the library? It is not a read purpose. It is not access the information purpose. They established the library. They established the Bhasha Nilayas. We can say that they established it for the promoting the education, promoting the adult education, and simultaneously to inject the education to the students. Students means here we can say that adults. In our Telugu we can say that vayojanaలకు vidya andinchetandu. Isn't it? See, that is the main intention to establish the libraries in Andhra Pradesh. And is it we can say that some point is here raising out the inherent of the nature of the man. See, whenever we are going to establish the library or establishment of libraries, is why I said that it's a quite different with the other states or other areas. Wherever they establishing the libraries are enhancement of skills of human being. But Andhra Pradesh is not like that. Andhra Pradesh is enhancement of the skill, and these particular libraries are made a man, a complete man. They learn many things. They learn education. They know how to behave with the others. They know so societal situation, and these libraries are prepared a man, complete man. They know ethical values. They know the education. They know how to behave with the others. They know what is the situation is going on around us. Means the all things you learn, the Andhra Pradesh library movement is produced a complete man to the society. He participated in the many movement. He participated in the against the Nizam government. He participated in the social movement. He participated in the political movement. So one particular human being or particular man is produced to the society by these public libraries. We can say that economic stability. See, now we are telling about the education system. Education is like that. Some people are doing. We can say that our people are studying medical. Our people are studying engineering and all those things. And here I want to tell you, the economical stability is helping to the establishment of the libraries. That I want to tell you one thing here. The Krishna and Godavari rivers, and beside that the black soil. Whenever they build the dams on these two rivers, and the bumper crop, we can say that cotton produced to the society, and they earned huge money, and afterwards their intention is to give the education to our child. And whenever the finance will get to the common man, definitely we will think over on the transport system, communication system, education system, and our environment also will change automatically. That's what we can say, that wherever the civilization was developed means only because of water, because of transport system and all those things. We can say that the same thing Andhra Pradesh, whenever we build the dams on Krishna and river, at that time automatically uses a financial boost to our Andhra Pradesh people. And come to the education to the masses. The intention of this, I said you already, the literacy rate is very low. the establishment of these particular libraries to give the importance to education to the masses, common people, those who are really to learn. Okay, that we can say that if the person is belongs to the literate, then he can read the books, he can know the things. And what about the illiterates? What sources, what information we are going to provide? The thing is, every men can access. We give the statement, this is the democratic country, isn't it? Anyone can access the resources, anyone come to the library. If illiterate come to the libraries, what he have to learn, and where he can access the resources, where it is available, how we are going to provide. See, at the time, there are a wonderful thing about they provide at that time. Just you carefully listen, provide the information what it is going on around the world. The newspapers are reading and tell to them by mic, by the mic, or some scholar is reading the newspaper, and that information is giving to the illiterate people. That is the great thing at that time. That's what here the library movement in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, one is to promoting the education system, to participate the youths, to participate the common men into the various social movement and political movement, to fight against the Nizam government, to fight against the British rule. That is the great thing we produced. That's what some people said that just before I said that all states library movements were different. Andhra Pradesh library movement were different, means only thing, the other states library movements, they given the enhancement of the skill, enhancement of the knowledge to the men or common men. But here it is not like that. It's they produced a complete man to the society. That is the main intention. And political situation, whenever in 1885 Indian National Congress will start, the many changes were occur in the society, and the Indian National Congress is concentrating to establish the libraries, to concentrating on to educate the students and faculty members, or to promote the education system, and all those things. So in the part of the Indian National Congress also, in Andhra Pradesh people are mainly concentrating to establish the library. They learn the education. They establish the library. They access the resources from the scholars, from the educators, and of illiterates. I'm telling, even literates also, they get the information from the Bhasha Nilayas. If you don't know, you don't know. I don't know, because even libraries are not. They tell like that. Libraries are Granthalayas. They said Bhasha Nilayas. Bhasha Nilayas. And growth of the movement here, I can say that in the year of 1920, around 300 libraries were established all over the Andhra Pradesh, all over the Andhra state. We can say that even Telangana, Rayalaseema, and Andhra Pradesh. See, Ayyanki Venkatramanaya, and he organized the Andhra Desha Granthalaya Sangam in 1914 at premises of Vijayawada. At that time, around 60 delegates were attended for this conference from all over the Andhra Pradesh. What is the intention of these particular library conference? Intention is those who are serving to the libraries as a librarian, that we can say in the Granthalaya Karyakarta, or library follower, or whatever it may be. What type of service we have to provide them to the common man and produce the common man, and whether we are producing to the education system or not. And Chilkamarti, what he says that how the air, how the light is applicable to the, accessing to the common people. Just like that, libraries also access all the people. There is no restriction. There is no gap. There is no, any hazard to access the resources. The Chilkamarti Lakshmana Simha Rao says that. And Diwan Rao Bahadur, Sri Macharla Ramchandra Rao, and Naini Krishnamurti, Sri Ayanki Venkataramanaya. These people are pillars of Andhra Pradesh library movement, and also they helped a lot. They fight against the Nizam, then they fight against the British rule to establish the libraries in Andhra Pradesh. And come to the Andhra Pradesh Library Association, and what is the role and how and development of the libraries are to establishment of the libraries in the Andhra Pradesh. Here I want to tell you, and Andhra Pradesh Library Association or Hyderabad Library Association or Nizam Rashtra Andhra Library Association, all association, the main intention we can say that to promote the library system, to promote the library education system, or to promote the education system in the Andhra Pradesh. But Andhra Pradesh is different with the other professional organization that we can say that, Madapati Hanmanta Rao and Adiraju Ramabhadra Rao, Adiraju Veerabhadra Rao, and Sri Konda Venkatrangareddy Reddy, Suroram Pratap Reddy, they are the main pillars to library movement in the Telangana. And come to the Andhra Granthalaya Mahasabha, that we can say that in the year of 1925, Nizam Rashtra and the Granthalaya Mahasabha, which was established, which was started in the year of 1925, Deshmukh, Pingali, Venkatram Reddy, and other delegates were attended this conference. 1925, Nizam Rashtra Andhra Mahasabha. The intention of this particular libraries are Bhasha Nilayas to come together one particular place, share their views and how we are providing the services, what we are doing, whether we are organizing schools in the libraries, whether we are providing education to the youth, whether we are providing library is open to all or not. They share their views in that particular conference. And the attitude of the government. See, come to the Telangana, Gasti Nishan 53 Farmana came into the picture. What is that? See, without permission of the police people, higher authorities, we can say that without permission of the Nizam government, there is no chance to establish the libraries. There is no chance to establish the schools. There is no chance to organize the library seminars, conferences, library meetings, and many things in the Telangana. Especially this Gasti Nishan is damaged our library movement. Gasti Nishan 53. And especially in the year of 1926, the Golconda Patrika was started by the Survaram Pratap Reddy Garu. Of course, these, a Golconda as a periodical, which is, it was started by the weekly ones and daily ones and monthly ones, and depends on their convenience, they started. These particular Golconda Patrika is fully support to the library movement in both the states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And wrote many articles, wrote many editorial articles on the Gasti Nishan 53. The same thing in the Andhra Pradesh 1935 Andhra Desha Library Conference was established in the started in the year of 1930, Singareni College 1944, and 1946 Kyathur and Suryapeta 1950s, and Jangama 1953. See, these Singareni collieries, Kyathur, Suryapeta, and Janagama, and all those things, these conferences were organized by the library authorities, that we can say that library movement leaders, library leaders. The intention of these particular conferences to share their views. See, carefully listen or write down the year of Andhra Desha Library Conference were established, were started, held at Singareni Collieries. One is 1944 at Singareni Collieries. Write down those who are appearing for the competitive examination. The second one is Andhra Desha Library Conferences, 1946. Another one is Andhra Desha Library Conference, Suryapeta, 1950. Another one is Janagama, 1953. See, these are the very important things. You have to note it down. Another one is come to the Hyderabad Library Association, which were established in, which were started in the year of 1951 under the presidents of K. Ujlamkar. He organized the conference, he organized the meetings to how the library is supposed to develop, where what is the existed libraries conditions, and I know he organized one of 1940s, we can 1950s. Dr. S.R. Ranganathan was attended for this conference, and he gave some suggestions in the Hyderabad state, how, what is the conditions of the libraries, and the granting aid is required for the public libraries, or those who are running libraries privately, that we can say that independently serving to the society, we have to give the aid to those people, and also these Bhasha Nilayas are helping to the social movement and political movement. We supposed to support these Bhasha Nilayas or independent libraries. They make the decision in the national conferences, and the contribution of the movement, the library movement, that we can say that Vande Mataram movement and SALT movement and Satyagraha non-cooperation movement and Ramadandu, all those things, they are very impacted on library movement in Andhra Pradesh. Believe or not, especially we can say that our Telugu states or Andhra Pradesh library movement was, we can say that Swayambhu. There is no support from the government. There is no support from the others. The only thing is the people interest, their scholars interest, academicians interested, or we can say that our leaders interest. They started the library movement in Andhra Pradesh. Automatically it reached to the high position, and they succeed to establish the libraries and helping to the Nizam, against the Nizam movement and against the British rule, and these library movement helping to the other national movement also in Andhra Pradesh, and library legislations in Andhra Pradesh. What is the library legislation? What is the intention of the to start the legislation means? Here we can say that before going to establishment of the Andhra Pradesh, 1948, Madras state, we are in the Madras state, the same thing, the first library legislation was started in the year of 1948, it Madras public library legislation. And come to the, here we can say that Hyderabad is 1955, and ours Andhra Pradesh state 1960s, and later little bit changes, and 1960s we can say that Andhra Pradesh Public Library Act, public library legislation came into the picture. So what is the intention, and what is the structure of public libraries, and where these public libraries will get the fund, and one more thing is, what is the administrative structure of the public library in Andhra Pradesh? See, here we have to think about the diagram, or we can say the structure of the public library. One is Andhra Pradesh library, Andhra Pradesh library legislation. Come to the Grandhalaya Parishad. Come to the Directorate of Public Libraries, Andhra Pradesh. Come to the regional libraries of Andhra Pradesh. Come to the district libraries of Andhra Pradesh, and come to the mandal libraries, and come to the book deposit centers or village libraries. See, this is the diagram, this is the structure of the Andhra Pradesh library system and structure, where we will get the source to these public libraries. One is already we discussed about the by the cess, and 1 rupee we are getting the tax 8 paisa, some donations, state government funds, Raja Ram Mohan Roy library funds. By this financial source, we are developing the libraries. We are running the libraries in the state. And come to the administrative structures. What is the role of the Jilla Granthalaya Samstha? What is the role of the state Granthalaya Parishad? And what is the role of the Directorate of the Public Libraries? What is the role of the secretaries of the district public library? So what is the role, what they are doing in the district level, they are doing the state level? See, here we can say that one Directorate of Public Libraries, the same thing, Granthalaya Parishad chairman. The powers were shared in the equivalent by the to the public representatives and to the government officials. See, if we are getting the funds or finance from the various sources, and it won't deviate or it won't be misuse. So these two eyes, one is nominated people, another one is government people, will help out to the proper utilization of the resources or administrative structure. The administrator are serving to the in Andhra Pradesh. And Jilla Granthalaya Samstha, that you know very well, and 2 regional libraries are there in Telangana. One is Nizamabad, and is Warangal, and Rajahmundry and Visakhapatnam is like that. The regional libraries, and come to the district libraries. The district libraries, one particular Jilla Granthalaya Samstha chairman is there. He is the person is nominated by the public representative, and secretaries of Jilla Granthalaya Samstha is a government, represented by the Directorate of Public Libraries. These both 2 people are running the district libraries, and sometimes they are giving some funds, or sometimes they are giving books to the mandal libraries also. How they are running, and the same time, whether that particular district area they are collecting taxes, house taxes or library taxes or not. If they are collecting, whether they are properly allocating to the libraries or not. Everything they are going to check, and they are running smoothly in the district libraries in the district level. Come to the voluntary organizations. There are many. Come to the mandal libraries. The mandal libraries are the same thing. They are serving to the mandal people, and we can say here that the same thing. The nominated person will be equivalent to the government and a Directorate of Public Library person. Of course, these librarians are getting the salary and grant in aid, that we can say that they are trying for the 0100. The same thing here, voluntary organization. That Telangana, we can say that in even Andhra Pradesh, we can say that Raja Ram Mohan Roy library in Vijayawada, just like that Sri Krishna Deva Andhra Bhasha Nilayam 1901 in Hyderabad, and 1904 Rajarajanandra Andhra Bhasha Nilayam, and Andhra Sambardhini library, and Vijnana Niketanam, and Andhra Saraswati Nilayam, Arutla Granthalayam, Rajaraja Narendra Andhra Bhasha Nilayam, Narayana Andhra Bhasha Nilayam, and come to the and even what we'll call Bhagya Reddy Verma Library, Adi Hindu Library, we can say that. Here I want to tell you how many people are staying at Hyderabad. How many people are staying at Hyderabad?
Sir, I am staying in Kadapa.
Okay, remaining. అమ్మా వన్ సైడ్ కాకుండా మీరు కూడా అప్పుడప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తుంటే రెస్పాన్స్ ఇస్తుంటే బాగుంటుంది. నేను ఒక్కనే మాట్లాడితే అది one
Yes,
side
sir. Yes, sir.
isn't it?
I'm living in Hyderabad, sir.
Okay, what's your name?
Sri Lakshmi, sir.
Yeah, Jay Lakshmi, have you visited Koti anytime?
No, sir.
Where you are staying?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
Have you visited Secunderabad?
No, sir. I have small kids. That is the reason.
Not now, earlier. Koti ఇదంతా ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళలేదా? కోటి కానీ
Yes, sir. We are visited.
కోటి వెళ్ళారు కదా? See,
sir.
when you are moving to the Koti from various sources, have you observed that Bhagya Reddy Verma Marg? Bhagya Reddy Verma Marg.
Yes, sir. We, sir.
Okay.
I don't.
It shows the right side one block building, not white building. It's an old building around. It was established in 1920s. Adi Hindu Granthalayam, Adi Hindu Bhavan.
Yes, sir.
Towards Victoria Palace or Victoria Ground is there, no?
Ground.
Victory Ground. Sorry, Victory Ground. Not Victoria. Victory Ground. Beside that. Yeah, playground. See, there is a big history. There is a big history. They established the library in the year of 1920s. The wonderful library, still the library collection was there, still it is. And while you are moving to the from Koti to Kachigud or towards like that, and from the Sultan Bazar, left side is Sri Krishnadevara Andhra Bhasha Nilayam is there. It was established in the year of 1901. In only Hyderabad, we can say that around 20 libraries. I started the libraries in Telangana, I said in the year of 1872, Shankararadhya Library, which was established in the year of 1872 at Secunderabad. See, whatever the libraries were voluntary organizations or voluntary people, they established in the not only town places, city places, they were established the libraries in the rural areas also. అట్లా పాత లైబ్రరీస్ మీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉన్నాయో ఒకటి చెప్పండి మీరు. ఎనీవన్ ఫ్రమ్ సూర్యాపేట ఆర్ ఎనీవన్ ఫ్రమ్ మహబూబ్ నగర్, ఎనీవన్ ఫ్రమ్ ఖమ్మం, ఎనీవన్ ఫ్రమ్ నిజామాబాద్, ఎనీవన్ ఫ్రమ్ Vijayawada, and even Kadapa also, CP Brown Library is there.
Yes, sir. CP Brown, yes, sir.
Have you visited? What is the collection? Is there?
Yes,
Even
sir.
in state earlier, the Andhra Pradesh State Archives or State Manuscript Library is there. We sent some, thousands of the manuscript to the CP Brown Library. Isn't it? See, the intention of the voluntary organization is different. For namesake, at that time, to establish the libraries for the sake of to sit the 4-5 people or 10 people to share their views. It is one platform to share their views. It is one platform to discuss the situation around the Andhra Pradesh, around the India, and to sit and discuss their views, their languages, their traditions, their system. One platform is required. That is the library. That's what they established the library. And this is the open statement. Behind that, these people are sitting to the library and discuss the situation and to inject the national movement, library movement. They revolt against the Indian British rule and Nizam rule. That is the intention of the established the libraries. So these libraries were, a lot of changes have been occurred. in the human minds. They started the thinking what it is, who are the rulers to rule us. So we are the independent. What is the role they are ruling us? And we are also having the knowledge to rule own our places. And we are not slaves. We are also equivalent to them. How they know? The thing is, when they are going to discuss, and when they are going to learn, when they are going to teach, and when they are going to hard means here 70% of the people were illiterates. So some scholars, some academicians, they loudly speak, they loudly read, and to tell them, see, today the something happens at Kerala, something happens at Nakarekal, something happens in Kadapa. So they are hearing, they inspired how the British rulers are ruling us, how the Nizam government is playing games with us. So this is the situation. They established the rural, at the same time city places, established Bhasha Nilas around. That's what I said. It was 1920. All over Andhra Pradesh, 300 libraries were established. And you observe or not, even 1910 Baroda state, 1914 they started library school. Though they helped, who? The Baroda Maharaja Shivaji Gaikwad, he is helped to the Baroda state to establish the libraries, to support the education system. He started the primary schools, he started the women's schools. He strongly believed that the education is required for the women, the education is required by the children, the education required for the all people in this society. The same thing, there is no support for Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, that's what I said. Compare with the Andhra Pradesh to other states. Andhra Pradesh Library Association is Swayambhu. They independently, the bone, they have revolt to think to why don't you establish the library? So that is the intention. That is the role of library association, library legislations in Andhra Pradesh, library movement in Andhra Pradesh. And they may ask in the questions, who is the father of library movement in Andhra Pradesh or library movement in India? Sri Ayanki Venkatramanaya. And APLA, Andhra Pradesh Library Association, was started in the year of 1914. And Sri Krishna Devara Andhra Bhasha Nilayam, established in the year of, or Rajarajan Andhra Bhasha Nilayam, established in the year of where it is located. Such type of things, definitely they may ask in the Telangana Public Service Commission. Even those who are going to appear for the group 1 or group 2 or group 3 or group 4 or whatever it may be, at least libraries 5 to 6 question will arise. And come to the, in our library science profession, when you are going to write the social welfare residential or degree or whatever it may be, public library, you may expect at least 5 to 10 questions, isn't it? Whenever, see, it is important to all, it is important to anyone. The years, the person, I said, Andhra Pradesh Granthalaya Sangam established so and so, the conference was happened so and so, and Nizam Rashtra Andhra Granthalaya Mahasabha was started so and so in the year of so and so, 1944, 1946, 1950, 1953 Janagama, 1950 Suryapeta, 1946 Katuru, 1940s Singareni Collieries. Just like that, who is the president, where it was started, and all those things we have to remember, we have to now grasp it, you have to write it down. Such type of things are very important. So come to the next lesson, organization promoting the public libraries. Okay, you have any doubt about the library movement in Andhra Pradesh, or you did not find properly, just you may pose the question. Definitely I'll give the answer. And you have any queries, you may post. చెప్పండి, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే ఐ కెన్ టెల్ యూ. ఫిఫ్టీన్ మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు. 15 అంటే ఒక 3 తీసేయండి, 12 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు. శాలిని, బాగారెడ్డి, బైరి రాణి, ధనావత్ రాజు, అండ్ మూలపాక సుధాకర్, రజిత, సంధ్య, సంతోష్ కుమార్, స్మిత, some 2-3 people are they put another name, Sunita, Ragi and all this. See, you take any area, the only thing is the intention of the library is to provide the services to the user, either public library, either digital library, or academic library, or university library, or whatever it may be. Isn't it? The user satisfaction is primary motto of library. Isn't it? In that concept, what is the library's role? What is the librarian's role? And how these inception of the public libraries, how these librarians were their profession, where it was, it came from where, what is the schools, and all those things we have to discuss. In that concept, the years, the places, the persons, recognition is very important. Yeah, tell me, what is the intention of the public library to establishment? Who are the users? Anyone can.
Public, sir.
Public means who?
Readers.
Children, sir. Old ages.
Students majorly.
And
Children,
village
old
peoples.
age.
Mainly village peoples, sir.
Women's.
Hyderabad people are not coming to the library.
Coming, sir. Why not?
Okay, then
Children's majorly women's.
now you all are telling
Sorry,
in generally,
a non-profit library maintained for public use and usually supported in whole in North.
I did not get properly. Could you say once again?
Sir, a non-profit library maintained for public use.
See, yeah, obviously, non-profit, I can't tell exactly non-profit because the profit itself providing the user satisfaction, that is the intention, that is the main thing. Profit is there only. We are educating to our people, we are giving service to our people, and we are producing the information. Which information? Required information of the users, needed information of the users. That you said 100% is agree.
Yes, yes.
But thing is, we have to produce in our language, our library science language. See here, providing the information means we are giving the service to the users, layman language. What service? Books they require, journals they require, periodicals they require. But we don't tell like that in a commonly layman language. Layman language means other than library science people, how they are using. So we are the professionals. We have to use our terminology, isn't it? Providing information. Information means it may contain books, journals, newspapers, or whatever resources is available in the library. Here I can say that again, resources. What resources? Collection. What is that? Resources is a fine word. Collection is bit fine word. And collection means it's the books, journals, newspapers, and manuscripts and all those things. We have to use our words, our terminology. Yeah. Inka, any other? Tell me. Have you visited a state central library? A gentleman says that I visited state central library. See, better all supposed to visit the state central library. You have to observe the manuscripts. You have to observe illiterate collection. Illiterate collections means TV, DVD, VCD earlier it was there. Those who are belongs to illiterate, they don't know the reading and all those things. They provide the service by this radio, TV, VCD, and all those things. How many people they knows radios, big radios? All are knows.
Sorry, sir. Repeat once.
How many people knows radios, big radios?
I know, sir, but I not rule.
Acha, just you heard.
Yes, sir.
Cassettes are used in that, sir. Cassettes.
Yeah,
Video
yes,
cassettes.
obviously, Amma. At the time they used video cassettes and audio cassettes. See, I can tell you,
Yes, sir.
in the year of 1980s, 85, one serial, Raite Raj, the video cassettes are playing in the library to to give the advertisement by the what we'll call by the mic and auto rickshaw, not auto rickshaw at the time, rickshaw. They are announced today. The program is
Small in advertisement, right, sir?
Yeah, advertisement. That's what. Many farmers are coming to the library and they observed. So these much of pesticides for this purpose, and what is the crop rate today, and what is the temperature, what is the environmental condition, what is the atmosphere, in which month we have to, what we have to do. Everything is, and even the Department of Agriculture, Government of India, they produced at the time audio and video cassettes. So illiterates, they learned information, they seek the information, they get the information, is like that. See, why I said exactly radio, in the moment of Indian national movement and Nizam movement, Nizam against the Nizam movement, your believe or not, there is a charge for the using the radio. While they are hearing the radio, they paid yearly ones up to 1960s or 70s. We are going to pay the charges for radio. How many people? I don't know, because I'm doing some research on that. That's what I know little bit. I think all are aware about the bit knowledge, not exactly, because within the 1 hour, even I did not expect that much of information. And for library movement, better some points also is there in your book. Just you go through on that. You have to concentrate on the Andhra Pradesh Library Association, library movement, and what are the periodical they role, Golconda Patrika, Gasti Nishan, and the leaders of Andhra Janasangam, and all those things. You have to concentrate on that. Is it okay? Next, we move for the international national organizations, or anything I can tell you. Shall we move for another lesson?
Sir, sorry to interrupt. What is the importance of libraries, sir? Briefly explain the. Could you?
Yeah. See, the main importance or intention of the libraries established in the society means, irrespective of the caste, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the men, women, gender, or whatever it may be, whatever the basic needs is required for the human being, just like food, water, and clothes, and house, just like the library is required for the human beings, to access the resources, to know the society, to aware the what is happening, going on around the world, and to read the information. The person is completely that's what I said. Whenever the access or utilize the resources, the man change like a complete man. I said the same thing. Other states of legislation is different. Andhra Pradesh library legislation is different. Andhra Pradesh library legislation is changed, is modified. A human being is a complete man. Why? Because he read the newspaper, He faced the struggle to close the libraries, though he is eagerly to read. And he participated in the social movement, he participated in the political movement, and he knows the value of the economy, how the person is move in the society as he learned ethics, he learned human values, he learned the societal values, he learned the political values. So a complete man, how his behavior after reading the library, after reading the books, after completely using the library, the man will change like that. That is the intention of the library, either public library or academic library or whatever it may be. See, general library I told, and come to the academic library means when we are going to the academic library to access the academic resources, maybe textbooks or reference books or journals or whatever it may be, and come to the research afterwards. He come to the research purpose, or I'm a teacher, I'm accessing the resources for the to teach the students. This is the intention, to access the resources, availability of the resources. But now the criteria was changed. Of course, the terminology bit changed. See, as a librarian, we have to provide right information to the right reader at the right time, isn't it? Right information, right reader, right time. Our basic role, our basic intention. And library also, in a democratic country, information is for all, knowledge for all. Wherever the knowledge is available, that man, that human being can access, or knowledge can access, or resources can access, or information can access. That is the intention of the libraries. And anything?
Thank you so much, sir.
Am I anyone? Please come to the
Continue the next lesson, sir.
Okay. Come to the library associations, and we are going to the even national organizations or international organizations. What is the role? We can say that here, organizations means to promoting the library profession, to educate the library professionals, to train the library professionals, to participate library legislations in their own country, to participate to develop the libraries their own country or their own nation, and to give the some standard suggestions whether our nation is maintaining standards or not, what is our role, what we have to do, and give some skills enhancements to the library professionals. And these associations are analyzing the library professions. That is the intention of these international bodies. We are going to discuss about the FID or Ifla or Indian Library Associations, Raja Ramorai Library Foundations, and all those things. Now we are going to discuss about the FID, International Federation for Information and Documentation. It was established in the year of 1895. Usually they started International Institute of Bibliography. Later the name was changed International Institute of Bibliography and Documentation. And
hello,
now,
sir.
Hello.
Sorry the intervention. Sir, can you share your screens? Why? Because I prepared the notes. That's why.
No, I did not prepare any notes. Just casually I'm telling. See, many people are, if I share the notes or PPT or all those things, it's casually like one side demonstration. That's what I said. Please respond. If anything is there, we stop and we discuss there, isn't it? I think only the person you are asking about the and I shared the notes. Till now I did not get this type of query. So just I'll explain.
Okay,
See,
okay, sir.
Whatever you want, just you post them. Definitely I'll tell you.
Okay,
అమ్మా,
sir.
ఈ క్లాసెస్ లో ఎవరైనా నోట్స్ పోస్ట్ చేశారా అమ్మా? ఎవరైనా ఇంతవరకు జరిగిన క్లాసెస్ లో
స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ చూపించారు సార్.
స్క్రీన్ షాట్ చూపెట్టారు.
స్క్రీన్స్ పెట్టారు, పెడితే దాంట్లో చూసి కావాలనుకున్న వాళ్ళు స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకున్నాము నోట్స్.
Yes, sir. My question also the same, sir. There, you can share the screen share. I note the preparations, notes or screenshot. That's nice.
Okay, I'll provide. Come to the
Okay, thank you,
FID.
thank you.
Yeah, FID, International Federation of Information and Documentation. These particular international institution was established in the year of 1895 at Brazil. Two renowned persons that we can say that now Henry Lafontaine and Paul Atlet. These two persons are only prepared universal decimal classification. They started universal decimal classification, and these particular International Institute of Bibliography and International Institute of Bibliography and IIB, IID. See here, we want to remember that one. FID means International Institute of International Information Documentation. Before going to FID, it started in the year IIB in the year of 1931 and come to the IID 1988. Later, what we are calling FID, International Information and Documentation Center, the Brussels. See here, 2-3 things we have to note it down. One is who is the supporter or who is the establisher means Henry Lafontaine, Paul Atlet. Establishment in the year 1895. The place of this FID is Brussels. And objective of the FID, see, even national wide or international wide or whatever it may be, here we want to discuss thing is here, whatever the bibliographical or information or documentation information or whatever it may be, whatever the bibliographical information is producing around the world, this is capturing and providing to the all library professionals in all over the world. Thus bibliographical information maybe belongs to the periodicals or books or journals or whatever it may be. That is the intention of this FID. 93 members are members of this FID. See, don't go through books because this is old information. 93 is the old information. Better you Google it or you browse it. What is the latest figure you may get? FID in books, it shows that 93 countries are member of FID, that national wide or international wide. And come to the another task, the big task is GIIS, Global Information Infrastructure Super Highways. One is the task force is providing FID, and another one is FID CIT, Communication on Communication and Information Technologies. FID CIT, just like modern information professionals, MIP. Here GIIS, another one is Communication and Information Technology, and another one is MIP, Modern Information Professionals. Another one is Environmental Information, DI, Information for Public Administration and Quality Issues and Information Sector. Just like that, various task forces to collecting the bibliographical information or disseminating this bibliographical information around the world. World here, I can say that those who are the member of this FID, they are accessing, they are getting the information. And FID India, what is the relation between FID and India? Even our INSDAC and Dr. S.R. Ranganathan are very closely in a close relation with the FID. In the year of 1952, when the establishment of the INSDAC, since they are maintaining good relation with the FID. In the year of 1975, we are one of the host of third International Study Conference Classification Research at Bombay in the year of 1975. In the at the place of Bombay, we organized one international conferences on research methodology and classification research group. We organized. At that time, who was the Dr. S.R. Ranganathan was the vice president. At the same time, they are honorably they gave the honorary membership for the Dr. S.R. Ranganathan in the year of 1957 FID. And publication, what are the publications of FID? They are usually, you take any international organization or national organization, they are producing some newsletters, news bulletins, and some journals. The same thing, FID also is producing FID news bulletin, that is monthly, and another one is International Forum of Information Documentation quarterly, and another one is wherever the training programs, based on the training programs also is producing one quarterly. See here, I want to tell you one thing. I said, these particular FID is producing bibliographical information or capturing bibliographical information and documentation and give it to the members of FID. The same thing we can say that here it is producing training programs to the library professionals on bibliography and documentation, and promoting to the research and development on bibliography and documentation, and giving support those who are doing project, or giving support those who are doing fellowships or whatever it may be. It is helping to the FID, to the young researcher, young academicians. They want to do any research on this particular bibliography and documentation. That is what is the intention. Whatever the bibliographical information is producing from the world, this particular international organization is capturing and providing to the library members of this FID, and simultaneously, see, they are put into the open domain. Anyone can access, anyone can utilize the resources of FID. And coming to the Ifla, International Federation of Library Association and Institutions, this is was established in the year of 1927. That we can say Netherlands, Edinburgh. Right now, it is located at The Hague, International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, 1927. Here, they may arise three questions. What is the exact location of the Ifla? They may ask whether it is Edinburgh, whether it is Netherlands, whether it is The Hague. See, exact word is Edinburgh. Edinburgh established place, established area, but the nation is Netherlands, and come to the right now it was shifted to the Hague. What is the Hague? The Hague, another important international court is there. The Hague International Court is there. How many people you know? Okay. Then the structure of Ifla is executive committee, professional committee, governing body. These three committees are running this Ifla organization, and the main intention of this Ifla is cooperating, discussion, research and development of in the field of library activities, training or enhancement of the skills to the library professionals, and cooperating between these committee members. The members of Ifla. Members of Ifla. Around 150 countries are members in the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions. And Ifla Net. See, in the year of 1993, this International Federation of Library Association, they started a network. The members of 150 countries, they started a network to share their information, to share their information to their members and to cooperating what are the information you require and whether it is available with us, and we are providing from our library members to library and users, those who are member of the International Federation of Library Association. What is the publication of the Ifla? See, that we can say that Ifla professional report, Ifla newsletters, and many things. Many things are produced from the Ifla. Here I want to tell you, I said one thing I have to show here. You said that kindly share the screen. I will show you one thing here. Activities and services, core activities. The main important thing is here the core activities of the Ifla. One is PAC, preservation and conservation. See, do you have all our books with you?
Yes, sir.
All you have book, no?
Yes, sir.
Please open the page number 86. See, they may ask the questions. Universal availability of publications and universal bibliographical control, UBC, is the core programs of Ifla or FID or UNESCO or UNICEF. We have to care about this particular area. Unimark, it is a international mark of Ifla, Unimark. Another one is CLM, Committee on Copyright, Legal, Other Legal Matters. And come to the FAIFE, Committee on Free Access to Information and Freedom of Expressions. Just like UDT, Universal Data Flow and Telecommunication. These all are very important. Definitely, when you are going to write examination, definitely at least 1 or 2 questions may rise from the Ifla, International Federation of Library Association and Institutions. Ifla they may ask in 1993, or Ifla when it was established, or Ifla core programs, UAP or UBC or CLM or FAIFE or discontinued program UDT, Universal Data Telecommunication. Just like and here also some divisions also given, special libraries and general libraries, collection to the services and all those things. See here I want to tell you, International Federation of Library Association, they said that 1700 associations around the world, they are the member of the Ifla. 1700 associations. The associations, it may come like all library associations, or country membership, or national wide institutions, and all are those things the part and parcel of this membership. And even grants around, as on date, they organized around 76 national conferences, sorry, international conferences. In the books, it shows that only 71 international conferences were organized. But right now, as on date, 76. And some scholarships also is giving. I said the same thing, FID here also, to promoting the library science professionals, to promoting the library science educational, to give the training to the library science professionals, to enlightenment of the library science professionals. So, okay, everything is okay. That behind that, what it is giving the fellowships, it is giving the financial assistance, it is giving to the scholarships, to the whom? Library science professionals, library science teachers, library science students. It is giving to the support, it is giving to the to educate them. What it is that Robert was for Ifla Fellows Program, Gust Van Wasmal Literacy Prize. See, these are all helping to the boost up to the library professionals. And what about India and Ifla? There is many organizations INSTAC are very in a close relation with the Ifla, and even Indian Library Associations, ISLIC, Indian Association of Special Library Information Centers, AGLIS. These are all associations, and organizations and institutions are very good relation with the Ifla. And come to the UNESCO 1946, established in the year of 1946 at Paris. What is the intention? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It was established in the Paris year of 1946. What it is the intention? See, in the name, in the abbreviation, it shows that the UNESCO is promoting the education, promoting the scientific and technological area, and promoting our culture. Our culture means all national culture. That means world culture is promoting educational information and scientific information, all cultural information is promoting this UNESCO. Around as on date 160, it shows that in the our book, as on date 186 are members of this UNESCO, and 160 countries are members of this UNESCO. What it is, here I can say that the important thing is UNESCO public library. Always we can say that UNESCO is prepared a manifesto, IFLA public library manifesto. These are the standard manifesto is there. What is that? UNESCO, they started manifesto was started in the year of 1914. They produced one wonderful manifesto of libraries. What is in the year of 1949? Again they changed it in the 1972. Again they changed in the 1994. What is the role of 1972? Do you have any idea about library science? 1972. Daily you are watching the newspaper?
Yes, sir, sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. I'll tell you in, of course, many importance are there, belongs to the our profession. I can say that now 1972, this month only, Raja Ram Mohan Rai Library Foundation was established. May 1972. And the same thing, International Book Year also 1972. The same thing, the one caption was given to the society: books for all, information for all. The same thing, another 1972 is Raja Ram Mohan Rai 200 years birth anniversary. So this is our 1972 role, historical importance, historical credibility of 1972 in our profession, as per our profession. And another one is 1994 also changed. And the UNESCO, I can say that here in our India, hugely they spend lot of money for the development of Delhi Public Library. Delhi Public Library was strongly supported by the UNESCO, even financially, infrastructurally, or books or furniture, whatever it may be. They given a strong support to the Delhi Public Library. And UNICIST, International Scientific Information Center, with these UNESCO and NARTIS World Science Information Systems. See, this UNICIST is established by the UNESCO and ICSU, International Council of Scientific Union. What is the use? What is the intention? Whatever the information storage and retrieval. See, that's what I said. Now casual language we are using. What it is? Information accessing, information seeking from the library. Retrieval of the information. Retrieve means accessing the information. Scientific and technical information, they are storing and retrieval of the information to the members of the UNESCO. That is the intention of the World Scientific Information Center. And publication of the UNESCO Journal Information Science, Archives, Quarterly, UNICIST newsletter, copyright bulletin. These are the three publications are coming from the UNESCO. And coming to the professional associations, I said, now what is the role of the professional association in India or abroad and all those things. Earlier class we discussed about the, you take American Library Association, you take Library Association Britain, you take Indian Library Association, whatever it may be. The main thing is to promoting the library associations, to develop the library association, to develop the library profession, to develop the library education, to standardize the norms, to standardize the services of the libraries to the society, to the people, and to analyze the our profession, to training the library people or library professionals, to enhance the library skills, librarian skills. Or at that time we have to provide the training program, to provide the national conferences, to provide the national seminars and workshops and whatnot. Whatever the things is around us, we are supporting to the library profession. Profession means is a part and parcel of the library professional. All professionals are come together, we can say that library profession. The same thing, these are national, international professionals are helping to the library profession. And here we are going to discuss about the ALA, American Library Association, which was established in the year of 1876 at Chicago, established by the Melville Dewey. 1876, the headquarters is Chicago and founded by the Melville Dewey. Here, 4 type of membership is there. One is personal, another one is organizational, another one is special, another one is character. These 4 type of professionals memberships are there. I think this is the oldest, largest library association in the world. In these books, it shows that 64,000 memberships are there. It was the old data. The new data, it may increase. We have to check. Before writing the examination, we have to check and we have to give exact correct figure only we have to give. That's what it shows that promoting the library legislations in the USA. And it is given a wonderful statement. Promote the library legislation in the USA and acts as a accreditation agency of library education. And one more thing I want to tell you, if anything, any committees or any developments, any standardizations, any accreditations are going to come, or any library legislations are come the picture into the state or nation, definitely the government will seek support from the library associations, either any state library association or central library association, because these library associations are helping to the profession. And sometimes it is fight for the salaries, fight for the trade organization. Who are if ours is trade organization, of course, if ours is a trade, and definitely will fight for the primary members. What is the primary members requirement? We have to think over on that. The same thing library professional associations are doing, helping to the library profession. They are giving trainings, they are giving enhancement skills, they are giving organizing international, national seminars, and they're promoting the library educational as per the needs of the latest technology, as per the needs of the users, while applying with the latest technology, ICT tools, they are producing to the society and establish this all type of. If we are going to start the library legislation, they'll give the support, they'll give the suggestion. We are going to establish the library from the government, definitely the library association will supporting to the people. The same thing, if anything right is required, definitely it is going to the help to the users. The same thing, these American Library Association is giving some awards, we can say that is Melville Dewey Award. The best librarian award is Melville Dewey Award. That we can say that best creative librarian or the innovative librarian, the American Library Association is giving award Melville Dewey Award for best librarian, that we can say that creative librarian or innovative librarian. Another one is John Cotton Dana Award, publicity award. Another one is Ralph Shaw Memorial Award to the individual from the Hawaii and Pacific area. Another one is Clarence Day Award promoting love of books. I think this Clarence Day Award around 4 or 5 times it came into the Public Service Commission examination. Clarence Day Award is given by American Library Association or Library Association or ILA. This is given by the ALA. The same thing, it shows the one given one statement, ALA Gold 2000. What is that? Developing public right to free and open information society. That we can say that whatever the information is available in the society, information, it is open, it is free for all. That is the intention of American Library Association. And they say that another sub statement also, ask library anything. I'll give you here extension of this word, ask library anything. Whenever you enter into the library feels that it's a resource center. We can say that information dissemination center, information available center, information the storehouse center, knowledge center, this, this they are telling. Ask library, ask anything. See, here we are going to ask, see, ours is public library. Just one person enter into the library, he is asking about, I need about the Mahatma Gandhi thesis or Mahatma Gandhi biography. I need immediately, or I need, yeah. So public library, we may not expect such type of books or such type of thing. Where we will get? The librarian will give you, the librarian will give a path. It shows the path where that particular resource, where that particular book is available. And he will guide to the user. He will shows the path to the users. Isn't it? The same thing, whenever we are entering to the librarian never say, no, we don't have, we never get. Don't give such type of statements. Yes, we will provide you, but unfortunately, our library is not like that. But we will give the path. We will give the idea where it is available. I'll give you the contact number. See, such type of techniques is required by the library profession or librarian. That's what. Never say no. Isn't it? Even all are telling that, a library can just you go and Google it, you can access the lakhs of information. Yeah, of course. Google will give us lakhs of information, but librarian will give you exact information. You will search it. Ramananda Tirtha, 1920 information, or 1935 when he Congress Party started in the Hyderabad. Ramananda Tirtha, what is his development? Just you Google you Google it. Just he'll give you Ramananda Tirtha around lakhs of pages of information. Just you same thing, give the statement to the librarian. He will bring one book. Well, this is a book, the biography of the Ramananda Tirtha. Just go through this one. These particular page or this particular content, it is helpful to you. That's what Google may give you lakhs of information or I don't know, crores of information, but the exact information you may get by the library profession. That's what the difference between Google and librarian. And come to the Library Association. This belongs to the UK, Britain, established in the year of 1877. Around 25,000 members are there in the British Library Association. And the same thing, this association also is helping to the library profession in the Britain, library legislation in the Britain. The same thing here also, some governing bodies like executive coordinate body, general body, a library service committee, professional development committee, all things are there. Here For the one charter is there, 1991, LA produced public library for better usage or better read in the England and Wales and Scotland. These area, that is the one of the memorable thing in the Britain history. And come to the what is the products of ALA. See, this is a very important thing. Library Association record. Library Association record, a monthly magazine which is produced by the Library Association. Another one is library information appointment. I'll tell you what is the role. And another one is library technology. The Library Association record will give the information about the library association or library members in the library association. Another one is library information, library technology, another journal which is published by the LA. It is publishing yearly five volumes you may get. Sorry, 5 issues you may get. Another one is professional library and information appointments. Whatever the career opportunities of library and information science you may get from this particular bulletin, which is produced or which is published by the Library Association. And come to the Indian Library Association. I said already, it was established in the year of 1933 at Kolkata. Later it was shifted to the Delhi. Ayanki Venkatramanaya and Dasu Trivikram Ram were the main two people played an instrumental role to establish the library association in India. And I can say that I know even Andhra Pradesh Library Association is the first library association in India, 1914, and APLA 1914, but Indian Library Association is 1933. Now, what is the role of Indian Library Association? That's what here promoting to the librarians, to giving the enhancement skills to producing research and development and library information, to support the research and development, and to organize the webinars, seminars. Now we are telling about the webinars, seminars and conferences and all those things on library information science by the ILA. ILA is supporting to the library legislations, library movement in India, library developments in India, and some standard for helping them the standardization of the library, standardization of the library profession, standardization of the library education as per the needs of present generation of the users. See, this statement I will tell you later. As per the needs of present generation and promoting the some standards, norms, and guidelines to the library professions and library information services. See, this is the intention of the ILA. ILA is also coordinating with the MLISc, Ifla, and they are maintaining good relation with the ALA and LA and national bodies and international bodies. And these ILA, Dr. Velaga Venkatapaya, he is helped for the Model Public Library Act. Even S.R. Ranganathan also is produced one wonderful Modern Public Library Act 1930s, and later Dr. Velaga Venkatapaya produced Library Act in the 1995. Just like that, this Library Association also is producing some awards and prizes boosting to the library professionals, just like ALA and LA. The same thing here, PN Kaula Award for the best librarian, Varghese Award for PV Varghese Award, and Vedanayaki Fellowship for the best outcoming graduate, Bachelor of Library Science graduate, women graduate of library science in Indian university, any university. Aburi Shiali, this is for the research award. Another one, the DSM Ganguly Award for the best school librarian. Another one, ILA Dr. CD Sharma Award for the best presented papers or written papers in the field of library and information science. And publications of ILA newsletter, ILA bulletin, and Abjila, and ILA bulletin, and ILA newsletter, and the Journal of Indian Library Association are are producing from the Indian Library Association. And you may check while you're attempting the examination, just you have to check who is the president of the ILA and who is the secretary of the ILA. You have to go through that one. And come to the Andhra Pradesh Library Association. Just I said that 1914 it was established. Ayyanki Venkataramanaya was the architecture of the public library movement. First it was started Andhra Desha Granthalaya Pratinidhula Mahasabha. Later Andhra Desha Granthalaya Sangam in the year of 1918. Later 1958 Andhra Pradesh Library Association. It was the changes of library association and promoting the library movement, promoting the library education, promoting the public libraries, library services, they are fighting for the standardization of the library services, standardization of the libraries, establishment of the libraries in rural areas, establishment of the reading rooms in rural areas. So these type of things is helping to the library profession, and they are doing wonderful professional activities. They are giving library trainings and adult literacy drive and grant in aid. See, adult literacy drive means still it is very unfortunate thing is our literacy rate is not that much of high, not 80%, 90% or an 10%. Still, we have to give some education to the illiterates. So these Andhra Pradesh Library Association is helping to the illiterates. And come to the another one is RRLF, Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation. I said that before only 1872 Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation was established in the 1972. And the intention of this library association is helping to the public libraries. What is the public libraries, in which area they are going to help means one is for the infrastructural wise, that we can say infrastructure means Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation will give you finance support for the buildings and infrastructural furniture, tables, fans and all those things. And matching grants, non-matching grants, and producing the financial support for the national seminars, international seminars and conferences and all those things. If our libraries belongs to 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, 90 years old, 100 years old, 120 years old, such type of heritage buildings, heritage libraries will give them Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation is producing money for the celebrations, or the Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation is helping to the children libraries, is helping to the children wings in the district libraries, and supporting to the women libraries or women wings in the district libraries. And Raja Rammohn Roy Library Foundation is providing prizes boosting to the public libraries. For state central library, it is giving 1 lakh rupee for state libraries, and district libraries they are providing 50,000 rupees or 6th Junes based on the performance of the libraries or services of the libraries. It is producing prizes to the public libraries in the nationwide. So this is the brief information about the FID, Ifla and UNESCO. So I'll tell you, FID was established in the year of 1895. Brazil's Henry Lafontaine, a Paul athlete. And come to the Ifla, International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, established in the year of 1927, Edinburgh, Netherlands. Right now it's The Hague. And come to the Ifla net, and what is the publications we have to check. And UNESCO, established in the year of 1946, and Paris, it was located Paris. Come to the American Library Association, 1876, established at Chicago, started at Chicago. And what is their prizes? John Carter Dunn Award, and Melville Dewey Award, Ralph Shaw Award, and many awards, purpose of awards. And Library Association 1877 um, and what is the role, what is the intention of the Library Association, and come to the Indian Library Association 1933, and it was shifted to the New Delhi, Calcutta to New Delhi, and what is the purpose of establishing the libraries, and who are the helping the libraries to establish the libraries, what is the Model Public Library Act, what is the contribution of Iyenka Venkatramanaya, what is the contribution of Velaga Venkatapaya, what is the contribution of S.R. Ranganathan, and come to the Andhra Pradesh Library Association 1914, what is the role, what is their contribution, and come to the Raja Rammohn Library Foundation 1972, what is the intention to supporting to the whom, library professionals or public libraries, or what is its role, and all those things we discussed. So today class is over. If anything you require, just you may pose the question. I'll give the clarity.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
I think you see, did you understand, or it is speed or slow, or general language I have to tell, or otherwise I am using typical word? You can tell. There is no problem because I
Sir,
have to.
little bit understand, but you speed, sir.
Speed means yeah, I agree with that. Thing is, I have to complete 2 lessons in this particular 2.5 hours. It's not possible. So that's what I touch upon important issues. So that's what I said again. I'm telling about this is the year, this is the person, is helping to the this. I have to touch upon all those things. No, bit. Okay. Next time, definitely, you can ask. Sir, bit slow. That I'll
Sir, actually, what will telling that now you showing that I will understand, sir.
Yeah, that's what. See, I said that, you know.
Actually, you only read the. No, I do not understand what will tell the sir.
Okay, these I know lessons also was very old. I'll tell you. And years is okay, but the latest data is very less. What is my kind suggestion, my kind an appeal to the all the professionals? What you have to do is better you download the IGNOU material and you Google it for latest data. Definitely you may get.
Sir, can you provide a PDF files like that in?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Last class of my this session, definitely I'll provide you. See, plenty of information is available. You don't bother on the net, isn't it? Plenty of information on. You Google any topic you may get. But here I want to tell you the same thing. The statement is given to you and me also. What is that? When you are Google it, I need Andhra Pradesh libraries. Came bundles of information, which is right, which is not right. How can you say that? So what? You go for particular website, Andhra Pradesh Library Association, you go that particular website, you may get exact information. FID, you Google it, bundles of information you come. Your website, you put into the, you catch in that particular FID main blog or main website, you can access the what is the latest member, what is the latest activities, and all those things. You, of course, we need some time, we need some patience, and we have to spend bit time. Bit means 1 hour, 1.5 hour time.
Sure, sir. Definitely.
That is the main intention. See, today I am telling, tomorrow someone will teach you, or day after tomorrow someone will teach you. Many people will give you lecture like us. But thing is, what is your understand? How you are going to recollect it? How you are going to read? That is the main important. Even Dr. Abdul Kalam also will come and teach the same thing. But what is our understanding capacity? What is our collecting memory? Whether after completion of my class, just go and I'll I know turn my pages. Today class is like that. Okay, whether sir is covered this point or not. You have to check it. You have to go through it. Then only you'll get the more grasp and have more idea on that. Among remaining people, nobody is responding.
Maybe he not understood. That's why he not asking questions, sir.
అర్థం కావట్లేదమ్మా.
No, sir. No, sir. It is pretty good, but little speed, sir. Next class, we will
Yeah,
go through
definitely.
little
That's
slow.
what I'm telling, because next class definitely I'll reduce my speed. But thing is, you have to respond even while in a class also you have to respond. See, I said, democratization of the knowledge, democratization of the education, democratization of the knowledge. I told many 2-3 times. So what is the democratization of the knowledge? What is the democratization of the information? You may pose the question. In Chapandi, you tell me what is the democratization of the knowledge?
Only
don't bother.
one-way conversation.
Democratic knowledge, democratization of the knowledge, I'm telling. See, మనం రోజు వింటుంటాం, for the people, by the people,
By the people, of the people.
of the people, to the people, are so and so. The same thing, why don't these public libraries are for the people, to the people? Public libraries are accessing the information. The same thing here, the given the statement is information, democratic. ఈ ప్రజాస్వామ్య దేశంలో ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అందరికీ, దట్స్ వాట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఫర్ ఆల్, knowledge for all, isn't it? Knowledge for all, information for all. Where you will get these knowledge, information, all are where you will get. ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకుంటారు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్? ఎక్కడి నుంచి రిట్రీవ్ చేసుకుంటారు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్? మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి చేసుకుంటారమ్మా? From the public libraries.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Isn't it? From the public libraries. Here ఇంకొక 2 విషయాలు చెప్పి మీకు క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను. ఏమంటే what is that,
Sir, any questions ask individuals, sir. That's why he is responded. Maybe.
చెప్దాం అనుకున్న ఇంటర్వ్యూ, what is that?
Today now, next class.
No, today only. I said, I'll tell you last time, even ending of my class, I'll tell you. Just I gave one question I raised. Exact idea.